Stop everything you're doing right now. What you're about to witness changed everything. I'm talking about careers altered, championships switching hands, and moments that will echo through wrestling history for decades to come. This wasn't just another show. This was the night WWE reminded the world why Saturday night's main event is legendary. And by the time we reach the end of this video, you're going to understand why the entire wrestling world is still talking about what went down. Before we dive into the chaos, the carnage, and the absolute insanity that unfolded, I need you to do something for me. And I'm not just asking because I have to. I'm asking because if you love this business the way I do, if you feel that electricity when two warriors step between those ropes, then you belong here with us. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. Because SLAMZONE is your home for the most passionate, most detailed wrestling breakdowns on this entire platform. We're building something special here, a family of wrestling fanatics who live for these moments. And honestly, I can't do this without you. Every like, every comment, every share tells me that I'm not alone in this obsession. So please, join the SLAMZONE family. Now let's get into this absolute madness. The atmosphere in that arena was suffocating. You could slice through the tension with a blade as the lights went down and the audience exploded into a thunderous ovation. This was the moment. The instant everyone had been anticipating. The World Heavyweight Championship was up for grabs, and what we were about to see would reshape what it means to give everything between those ropes. Gunther emerged first, and the response was divided but thunderous. The ring general, the competitor who had obliterated everyone placed before him, marched to that squared circle like he was royalty. Because in his world, he is. Every stride purposeful, every movement deliberate. This is a competitor who doesn't simply participate in contests, he dismantles adversaries. He tears them apart systematically until nothing remains except suffering and remorse. The gold sparkled beneath those brilliant lights as he held it above his head, and you could witness it in his gaze. He wasn't protecting that championship tonight. He was sending a message. Then the entrance music blared. Cody Rhodes appeared, and the venue absolutely exploded. The American Nightmare, the competitor who completed his journey at WrestleMania, stood at the entrance with determination burning in his expression. This wasn't about validation anymore. This was about cementing his heritage. About demonstrating to the planet that his title run wasn't luck, wasn't a heartwarming story that would vanish. This was about being the greatest in the industry, and Gunther was blocking his path. The confrontation when they came nose to nose was magnetic. You could sense every individual in that venue holding their air. These two competitors, contrasting approaches, opposing ideologies, identical objective. Championship gold. Greatness. Eternal legacy. The opening bell sounded and chaos erupted. Gunther instantly launched those punishing chops that have left numerous adversaries struggling for oxygen. The impact resonated through the building like firearms. Crack, crack, crack. Cody's torso transformed crimson within moments, but he refused to retreat. He countered with combinations, attempting to utilize his quickness edge, attempting to remain ahead of the technical expertise that Gunther delivers every single night. But here's what you need to understand about Gunther. He's deliberate. He's systematic. While Cody was unleashing everything, Gunther was absorbing data, analyzing, planning his following sequence while defending the present assault. He connected with a thunderous big boot that launched the champion tumbling to the canvas. The audience reacted with shock. This is the Gunther we've witnessed annihilate everyone. This is the Gunther who possessed the Intercontinental Championship longer than anyone in 30 years. Gunther began targeting Cody's limb, manipulating it at positions that made everyone watching cringe. He was isolating it, weakening it, preparing for the devastating submission we've witnessed finish so many competitors. Cody yelled in agony but wouldn't surrender. The spirit of this competitor is beyond question. Every instance Gunther believed he had dominance, Cody discovered something buried within, some storage of power that champions access when they're cornered. Cody succeeded in mounting a fence, delivering a gorgeous disaster kick that rattled Gunther. The advantage changed. The audience rose to their feet as Cody began generating momentum. Strike, lariat, slam. He was drawing from that atmosphere, and you could witness Gunther's control beginning to fracture for the first instance. Cody attempted crossroads. He secured him. This might be finished. But Gunther countered it during execution into a German suplex that crumpled Cody completely. The canvas trembled. The official examined both competitors as they remained there, struggling for oxygen, struggling for awareness. Both athletes gradually rose to their feet, and what transpired next was absolute brutality. They converged in the middle of the ring and simply began exchanging strikes. Chop, fist, chop, fist. Neither competitor retreating, neither competitor prepared to display vulnerability. Cody's torso was crimson from the chops. Gunther's features were inflamed from the punches. This wasn't sport anymore. This was combat. This was two warriors prepared to sacrifice their bodies for triumph. Gunther hoisted Cody for a devastating move. He slammed him downward with force, and the entire building believed it was concluded. Gunther went for the pin. 1, 2, shoulder up. Cody's shoulder exploded off the canvas at the final conceivable instant, and the audience went wild. You could witness the anger on Gunther's expression. What must he accomplish? How much damage can one person endure? Hold on. Before we advance to what transpires next, and believe me, you don't want to overlook a solitary moment of what's approaching, I need to pause and express something genuine. If you're appreciating this analysis, if you're experiencing the passion and the dedication I'm delivering to this narrative, then please hit that like button immediately. Subscribe to SLAMZONE. Activate notifications. Because we do this weekly. We transport you inside the ring, inside the intensity, inside the instances that make wrestling the most incredible spectacle on the planet. Your backing means the world to me and to this expanding community we're creating. Leave a comment down below and share your thoughts on this battle. Let's construct this community as one. Now back to this absolute warfare. Gunther wasn't finished. He pulled Cody upward and secured that sleeper hold. The limb damage from previously suddenly became perfectly clear. Cody's injured arm couldn't escape the grip. He was weakening. The official raised his arm once. It dropped. He raised it twice. It dropped. This was the conclusion. The third attempt. But Cody's arm remained elevated. The audience powered him back to consciousness. He struggled to his feet with Gunther still attached to his back like a predator. Cody sprinted backward, smashing Gunther into the corner, shattering the hold. Both competitors were operating on nothing now. Everything they possessed was already exhausted, but they continued discovering more. Cody rebounded off the ropes and struck with a Cody cutter from nowhere. The venue went completely insane. He dragged himself over for the cover. 1, 2, Gunther escaped. Cody was in disbelief. He stared at the official with despair in his expression. What else could he potentially accomplish? Cody signaled for it. Crossroads. The maneuver that completed his journey at WrestleMania. He elevated Gunther. He rotated him. He drove him downward. Pin attempt. 1, 2, 3. The bell sounded. Cody maintained possession. But wait. Something's occurring. The official is reversing it. Gunther's foot contacted the rope. The contest proceeds. The emotional journey this audience experienced in those 15 seconds was incredible. From joy to bewilderment to expectation. Both athletes were hardly moving. The official initiated a count. If neither could respond by 10, we might witness a draw or a count-out conclusion. Nobody desired that. Not following this battle. At 8, both competitors moved. At 9, they lifted themselves upward using the ropes. They staggered toward each other in the middle of the ring. Gunther attempted a lariat. Cody evaded. Another crossroads. This instance, no delay. Cody secured the leg firmly, positioned away from the ropes. 1, 2, 3. It's finished. Cody Rhodes maintained the World Heavyweight Championship in what could be the contest of the year. He crumbled in the ring grasping the championship as his entrance music played. Gunther exited, conquered but not lessened. The mutual admiration between these two warriors was clear even in loss. But that wasn't even the most significant development of the evening. The United States Championship transferred possession in a stunning upset that nobody anticipated. Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style, conquered LA Knight to seize the gold. Knight had been invincible, but Nakamura demonstrated why he's among the most threatening competitors in WWE history. That Kinshasa arrived from nowhere, and just like that, we possess a new champion. The tag team ranks witnessed absolute pandemonium as well. Teams launching their bodies around like they possessed nothing to sacrifice. Near victories every 60 seconds. The synchronization, the teamwork, the dangerous maneuvers that left everyone gasping. When the final pin was recorded, the terrain had transformed entirely. And we can't overlook the declaration contests. The emerging talents stepping forward, establishing they belong on this platform. Veterans demonstrating they still possess plenty remaining. Every single contest mattered. Every single instant contributed to a presentation that reminded us why we became passionate about wrestling initially. This is why we do this. This is why Saturday night's main event will forever be exceptional. Because on evenings like this, anything is possible and typically occurs. Championships transfer possession. Icons are created. Narratives reach their conclusion while fresh chapters commence. What we observed was beyond wrestling. It was expression. It was theater. It was everything that makes this industry magnificent. Before you depart, and I understand you're likely rushing to watch the highlights again or messaging your friends about what transpired, I need one more thing from you. Hit that like button if you appreciated this breakdown. Subscribe to SLAMZONE if you haven't previously. Share this content with every wrestling enthusiast you know because we're constructing something exceptional here, and I want you to participate. Drop a comment below with your contest of the evening. Tell me if you believe Cody can maintain the championship much longer with assassins like Gunther pursuing him. Let's continue this dialogue. Thank you for investing this time with me, for allowing me to share this passion with you. This is what SLAMZONE represents. Authentic wrestling enthusiasts analyzing authentic wrestling instances with genuine emotion. I'll see you in the following content, where we'll analyze everything approaching next, every conflict intensifying, every championship pursuit accelerating. Until then, keep watching, keep backing us, and remember this is where icons are created, and you just observed history. I'm out.